Hello, my name is Lars Nyland, and today I will be showing you how to swap the current SSL certificate that's bound to inventory server with a new one. As you can see, I have loaded up the splash page for inventory server, and we can also see that inventory server is bound to HTTPS, which means that port 443 is used. The next thing we want to do is open up command line prompt as administrator and type in some commands to show the current information about the certificate that's bound to this port. So the command is net sh http show SSL cert on the IP port 0000443. This will display some rather important information for us. For example, the certificate hash, or this is also referred to as the thumbprint of the certificate, and the application ID. I would advise that we copy this application ID into a notepad, save it for later. The next step is to unbind the SSL certificate from the port, and to do that we type in net sh http delete SSL cert on the IP port 0000443. And you may notice that the splash page is not working anymore, but it could also be that you need to open up a new browser window and try again. This has to do with sometimes the browser is caching the certificate, sometimes it's not. So after this is done, we might want to look at our certificate we want to add. So go to Control Panel, search for certificate, and you'll find Manage Computer Certificates under Administrative Tools. In this window, we can view our certificates, and you can see that I have a localhost certificate, which I'm currently using or was using for inventory server. We can see some details about it, the thumbprint, but right now I'm just going to delete the certificate and add a new one. You will probably also have the second certificate here that you want to bind to. What I'm going to do now is generate a new certificate. You don't need to go through the deletion process. There, created a certificate, and this time we can see that the thumbprint is different. But also we can notice that the certificate is not trusted, so it's not going to work out of the box. So what I do to fix this is to copy the certificate and paste it into trusted certificates. And if we view the certificate again, we can see that it seems to be working. And what we need to do now is to add this certificate or bind it to localhost. And to do that, we need the thumbprint and the app ID. So let's open up our command line again and type in the next command is net sh http add SSL cert IP port equals 0000443, and we want the new certificate hash we can get from here, and we want the app ID, which we hopefully it here or in your notepad window. And the last argument is client cert negotiation equals disable. There. And the new certificate will now be bound to inventory server. And this page should work again. This is how you add a new certificate to inventory server. Thank you for watching.